All right, guys, back for Unit 3, Video 5, the purpose of the social structure. It's going to be the shortest video that I think I do the entire semester or the entire session, so let's just get into it. Now, what we've talked about up to now is that the social structure is mostly responsible for our behaviors. I should make the point that we never have to go along with what the social structure tells us. They're expected behaviors, right? You can, in the middle of class, just get up, flip your professor off, and walk out. That's using your agency. Don't do that, but you could. We make choices to do these things, even if we're on autopilot. There are always choices that we make. Okay, so we know that's what gets produced out of the social structure side of things. The question is, what's the purpose? And fits in with what you know so far. Now, remember, the entire thing is a machine, and the machine exists. The machine exists in order to help us efficiently and securely meet our needs. Again, remember, it's not about your happiness. It's about the needs of the group. So what the social structure does, the purpose of the social structure is to limit our behaviors, to limit and guide our behaviors to help meet our needs efficiently and securely. I forgot to say, I replaced informal situations with a blanket term, the interaction order, and I replaced formal terms with formal situations with a blanket term, social institutions. We'll go into a lot of detail in the rest of the unit with these things. For right now, that's just a replacement that's been made. Back to the one main point, almost or 2 minutes in, I'm going to get you out in less than 5 for sure. The social structure limits and guides our behavior to help meet these needs efficiently and securely. First of all, let's start out with those two verbs, limit and guide. We're going to begin with the idea, we'll do them in reverse order. We'll begin with the idea of guide. Social institutions are going to be, we'll define them in a few lectures as patterned ways of meeting our needs. And in this sense, social institutions guide us to meet our needs. You do the same thing to get yourself educated all the time. Out of the millions of behaviors you could engage in, you engage in a very limited number. Your behavior is guided in very particular ways in order to help you meet the need of getting trained to do your job. So it is, social institutions are about meeting our needs efficiently and securely, and social institutions, those formal situations, guide our behavior so that we're doing the right things. The interaction order is going to be the part that, in a way, we want to think of it as limiting rather than guiding. In the interaction order, those are our informal situations. The main thing that the interaction order does is limits us so that we behave in very predictable ways, basically so we don't annoy other people. So, I mean, think about how I used this example in a video, one of the earlier videos, where I talked about the script for how you walk past a person. You look up, you make eye contact with them, you drop your eyes down. When you get within about 5 yards, you look up, you go, hey, or smile, or something like that. But it's very, very limited. You could smile freakishly the entire way up to them. You could walk up to them and give them a hug. There are all kinds of things that you could do, but you don't. And the reason you don't is because the interaction order is patterned so that you don't piss them off. Like, you go up to somebody and you just make eye contact and freak them out the whole way, you're going to eventually cause problems in your community. A community that isn't cohesive, that's got those sorts of problems, is not one that's going to be able to easily meet its needs. So the reason we have this sort of limitation in the interaction order is basically to preserve harmony. 4:38 in right now. That's it. The purpose of the social structure is to limit and guide our behavior to help meet needs efficiently and securely. After this, we will go into the specifics of the interaction order and then the specifics of the social institutions. Less than 5 minutes. See you guys next time.